Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
You let things catch your eye, my friend. You need to watch for the bird you set out for. Not follow the feathers of any mere pigeon.
Revelio. Revelio. I should investigate. Levioso! Protego! Stiffy one! Expelliarmus! Defender! Confringo! Professor Howell will never believe this. Revelio. Levioso. There. I'm not going to hurt you. Revelio. lived here, I wonder?
There's not a thing worth learning from civilized society, except how to lie.
It's Totalis. Revelio. It's Totalis.
Oh, get over here, you insolent child!
You made Laura Treadwell go, didn't you? You're about to win.
Petrificus Totalis!
You're no match for me.
You're the one who uses the...
Petrificus Totalis! Petrificus Totalis! Petrificus Totalis!
Confringo. Revelio.
That solves that. must have been quite stately in its time.
Revelio. Revelio.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Assignment's all finished.
Revelio.
I suspect you are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The Democrat-
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Ugh. Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the
I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when the exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on.
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
You're back. Nice to see you again. What are we looking for today? You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Those statues took time and effort.
Pardon me, sir, but
What? Who are you?
they're quite clever. So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a plot. You are the one who's been...
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. It was too much, even if I do take satisfaction in that...
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of them.
I know. You should have seen his face when that bug... I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put up... I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. It worked brilliantly, until you started clearing them.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've...
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Unicorn blood will keep you alive, certainly. But my father always taught me to keep my wand at the ready. Is the new reversal hex?
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the It was a classmate of yours that...
Oh, I might...
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does! Oh, he had such flowing long. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so... Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me...
Levioso!
Everything's all right now. Professor Howard will never believe this. I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral. Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that Master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, as Deke punished himself, Master grew angrier and angrier. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could... Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself.
What a horrible tale, Deke.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story. Deke often wonders what became. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want...
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some...
It did. I overheard them. Did you know that they have orders? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the...
It does, somewhat, but...
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do...
Whatever gave her that?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is... odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure.
Revelio.
But look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Or be still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer...
Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
That's it. Lightfooted's the word.
Revelio.
I never get lost, me. Always got me wits about me. You
swear there's something. Revelio.
Hey, you know that. No one fire and Rockwoods.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out. Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. Yes. A more hushed approach is likely wise.
Revelio.
Know you're there. Dunno.
It's Totalis. Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
I say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock stumped
It's Totalis. Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite a fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her it, shall we?
Reparo.
What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise, right?
Revelio.
They've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact! Right there. Don't think you'll get it out of here! Right for
Levioso!
What have you done?
Levioso! That one hurt.
Finish what we started.
Revelio.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
You
Quiet.
What you do?
Expelliarmus!
You regret pushing my power.
Not the brightest child.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She would...
What now? She didn't...
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. And the poachers saw us with...
Should we expect trouble from the poachers?
It would be foolish not to expect it. Then I'm sorry to say that you likely have a...
Since the dragon we freed flew off...
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. It'll be hard hiding something like this.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
This place has seen better days. Revelio. Revelio. That wasn't too hard.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Oh. Oh. The cave must be somewhere in this maze. I wonder what else is in here.
Bombarda!
Crucible.
Bombarda!
Mother would like to speak with you. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Protego!
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? You may find it be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Bombarder! Confringo! Ah. Bombarder! Cruising! Stupefy! Stupefy! Cursed fiends. Revelio. This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned. Revelio. Reparo. Confringo. So this is the infamous absconder. Now all that's taken care of, I need to find the heirloom for Milo's daughter. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley. Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Hello, Hamura. Revelio. You look none the worse for wear.
Mr. Adley, I retrieved the heirloom pocket watch from Milo's body.
Merlin's beard! Actually, I don't want to know. Thank you.
I'm glad Milo's daughter will have something to...
I am too. As far-fetched as his scheme. Please, accept this reward.
What do you have for sale?
Milo can rest in peace now that his wishes have been fulfilled and his daughter has something to remember him by. Never mind replenishing my stocks. Pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your business.
Over here.
Alfred Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been burgled.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent... I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher...
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar.
That attack always did strike... Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow...
Exactly. That's a good idea. We need to...
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I... It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor.
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after some... Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story and...
Goodness. Well, that certainly helped. Don't worry, I'll guard your seat. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Oh, I do hope Mary and her neighbours aren't...
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Just barely. But I don't want to...
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Actually, before I...
Spiders don't bother me at all. You'd be impressed by how many I've dispatched lately.
I'm concerned about my customers, of course, but it's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her.
Understandable, but why don't you?
I would, but I have a crippling fear of the eight-legged beasts, which I, unlike you, seem incapable. I don't know what to do.
Why didn't you ask them?
I did. Reached out to anyone who would listen. Tried, but evidently they have their hands full with...
Why is it you can't come?
When I was a small child, I was being tormented and choked. Within moments, spiders were crawling over every inch of... I couldn't move, paralysed by fear of the spiders and an equally... I was there for what seemed hours. I can feel their legs on me now just talking.
Why are there so many?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen so many spiders in all of my life. They've trapped the entire hamlet in webs. Mary always has a way with these beasts.
I'll try my very best, Mr. Dunn.
Please do. If you can think of anyone that may be... They'll find Arrowshire south-east of Hogsmeade, just below the train...
I'm sure you had your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea.
This must be Arrowshire. I'd best keep an eye out for spiders. Than I'd expected. Surely that's the last of them.
Ah, the absconder assassin! Oh, pleasure to see you again. The absconder assassin.
Oh no, this must be Mary. If Mary was breeding these things in her cellar, that means there are more underground. I'll need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end. Revelio. This is where Mary bred the spiders. They're not here now. Revelio. This isn't a good sign. These spiders have gone somewhere. A ladder. Not sure I want to know where this leads. I'd best be ready for whatever I may find down there. Egg sacs. I need to find and destroy all of these before the situation gets even worse. Confringo. That's one egg sac destroyed. I should get the rest.
About it, and he confessed straight away, the old rascal. We've agreed to let bygones be...
Revelio.
Don't forget to say hello the next time...
Confringo.
Thrilled to be back there again.
Revelio. There's a victory that came none too soon. Revelio. Going to anger your parents. I suppose I know what happened to Mary Portman now. She was breeding the spiders. Revelio. Confringo. I hate to think that they see me, but I don't see them. Can't let you harm Culture any more than you already have. That's the last of the spider sacks. I hope that's the last spider. Revelio. Revelio. Oh, wait. That's the last one. And she's angry. I'll be having nightmares for the rest of my life after that. Stupid! Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. Revelio. not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
The absconder assassin. A remarkable thing you did there, to say the least.
Hogsmeade, here I come. Mr. Dunn, I have some news. It seems poor Mary was breeding spiders in her home for profit, and vastly underestimated their propensity to multiply.
Oh, Mary, what untoward scheme were you involved in? If she needed financial assistance, she could have just come to me. She didn't deserve this. Few do.
I am sorry about your friend, but you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You? You cleared out the spot. I imagine the first order of business will be to help the amulet rebuild.
That's the spirit.
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of...
Glad I could be of help, and I look forward to visiting your shop.
To dearly departed Mary.
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
What sort of thing are we looking for? A fine choice, indeed. Nice doing business with you. Thank you for stopping in. Be sure to visit us again soon.
Revelio. So this is the underground harbour.
Revelio.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to,
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you human...
quiz.
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Founder's Relics.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, true or false, Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't the students see?
Revelio.
Who would have thought someone as young as me could save my uncle's life?
Alohomora. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an
Hello,
owl
Gareth.
to stop students from cheating.
So, has your...
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days... I was only testing a new recipe in a... mostly.
You don't create anything worthwhile?
Agreed. Innovators like us are unappreciated in art. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the... Oh, that gives me an idea.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress?
I did. You seem to, and frankly, excelling in your school.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments?
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use. Of course, the guide isn't... Deke tells me you captured a unicorn. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be...
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you... Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for...
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your club... It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to... Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest. I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you.
Your message mentioned your concern. That could have been anything.
You know what it was.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that she berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you...
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland...
I must get to class.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle.
It is specific to me. I am the... Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discarded. And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with... And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu. But Professor...
Can you choose what form you're animate?
Oh no, a person's animagus. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my...
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving, but it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I love being able to view the world from a different...
Now the nickname makes sense.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is... She says that no creature, especially one as... She claims that she has... But but she has used her sight to control me too many times.
She's concerned for your safety.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and I choose to act as you have. I must deal with... Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Revelio.
All I have at home are brothers. I don't cherish
Revelio.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit.
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your... He's waiting for me near a goblin mine.
Of course. How exciting.
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sir...
You said you know
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of...
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of it.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrived...
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with... Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or...
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of... Damn Bragbor and his blasted...
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work... Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to... They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin. Ranrock recruited others. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began, Oz.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they... For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have... Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But he's...
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher.
What written plans? And why can't you...
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless... And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk... All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchant...
What else should we know?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. From what I know of wizard magic, that should...
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Clever.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
You need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Watch your step round here.
Revelio.
Oi! Pass that fire whiskey over here. You have to learn to share. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. Ranrock is sure to appreciate the extra work we're doing. What's that shit?
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Army. You have my word.
Yes, of course.
Revelio. We're being watched by a door.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
Revelio.
Hello? Someone's here.
Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be?
Revelio.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Most of us in my family worked in the mines at one time or other. Who's there? You're no match for me. I've been fighting since before you were born. Stupid. Me? Stupid. You almost had a lucky shot. You can't stop us. You're making this too easy. Too slow. As if you could rest under me. But I'm better. Easily diverted. Quite. You won't stop me. Not quite. Your spells glanced off of me.
Descender!
Confringo! Bombarda! Potato!
This really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
Revelio.
The boiler activated that handle. See it?
Revelio. Confringo.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
Revelio. That should be the last of them, I'll meet.
I'll be quiet. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgott what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Hello, Hamora. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had...
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you.
Understood? Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to... Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle...
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the...
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then...
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl,
Anna's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Revelio. 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 Confringo! Protego! Confringo!
That's that. Settled. Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Descendo! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo!
Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you meant.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study some. From what I read in a report by the student, as I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find.
I'd be interested to know what...
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no... It's worthy of
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asked.
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Revelio. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. Accio! We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. Confringo! This room is taller than it looks. Rependo! Wingardium Leviosa! Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Silent as a grave.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
We must remain. Confringo.
Revelio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Confringo.
Bombarda!
Revelio.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though. I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll. Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar. Reparo.
Machina. Guardian Leviosa. We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. What did you find?
Revelio.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Looks like part of a student's diary.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be...
It does mention something else. It says that...
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room.
Do you think the pages were left?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried it. They might have been left on purpose.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked on the side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Confringo! Accio! Lumos! Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Confringo. Compulso. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Silent as a grave.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. So, if you'd like to learn...
Where did you learn the...
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous. It's not exactly something I can brag about.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, you have to mean...
It's probably wise to know this.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Revelio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try. This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols. That worked. Keep going. We've rid the world of another squad. I shall sleep better tonight.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Appears some of these stone tablets have two rune symbols. That has to mean something.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Confringo. For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Silent as a grave.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Revelio. Revelio. Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic.
I can't believe it. After all...
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice?
I have no idea. But we're...
The note advises to leave the relic.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous! The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please. Take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to.
You're right. This seems...
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow...
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear...
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harm. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't... As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet.
Let's hurry.
Pity, not quite. Not quite. You fell on top of me.
Keep out of short reach! Got
You'll not win here.
Sebastian!
We'll make them
you wait up!
There's nowhere to
Uncle, to the right!
Got it!
They're closing in!
Give us!
You'll not win here.
Be careful!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do?
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own...
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak?
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow. Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before.
This family does not resort to using dark magic. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near... If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if... Why, Sebastian?
Seems a pleasant enough little place.